Welcome into a Palia video. Now, I know I have not done many of these for quite several months, and the reason why is I felt Palia was felt like a little bit dead at the time. Um, I started, um, I started back in the beta and then when it first came out, and it kind of fizzled a bit for the first bit. There wasn't much going on, but I can definitely say that in the several months since I last played, the Palia team has gone and done some amazing things with the game. I kind of want to figure out how long it's been since I touched this game. So I kind of give you a reference. Let me go look. When did I last play Palia? I had some fun. I had to say this one was a lot of fun when you were initial character building. The thing is that, like, once I got past all that initial character build, and then I felt like there wasn't much there. And in fact, this was September, so almost just under a year, 9 months since I last really touched the game and played it. Like, I've been monitoring what they've been doing over the time and seeing the stuff that they've been kind of releasing and stuff. So it's been, about 9 months, and I really did enjoy it. The first thing is, like, right here, you can see right now I'm currently set up on keyboard and mouse on my PC. So you got but one thing that they've added, so I mean, keyboard and mouse standard feature was there. I still run around. I go click on my watering can. Everything works. My controller's vibrating. Because, so as far as, like, a lot of the keyboard and mouse stuff is there, pretty much the same as what it's been since the beta launch. One thing that did not exist back in September was controller support. If I switch over to my controller, it doesn't pop up right now. It'll pop up from time to time, sometimes when I'm doing stuff. Is the fact that it'll pop up and say, there's controller support. They're still working on controller support. It'll pop up a little thing. But as you can see, I am on my controller currently, walking around in Palia. Right now I'm playing in my garden, but yeah, so I am on my controller. And I'm able to do the same things I was able to do on keyboard and mouse. One thing that greatly helped this is the Palia team coordinated with Steam. And they also, there is a Nintendo Switch version of this. So, going to the Switch, you had to have controller support. But, the thing is, like I still haven't fully figured out how the controller works in here. I'll be the first to admit to this. Like, I still have issues hitting the wrong button for certain things. But, like, here I am in the storage, just move. Like, it's really easy to do stuff. I'm very, very impressed by the, I'll call it, limited controller support that they currently have, which is in development. Let's just do two. One of these. Like, as you can see, I didn't have much of some things. But I've kind of been monkeying around with it for the last couple days. A little bit because I was bored because of other stuff going on in games. but also I kind of saw it and I was like, you know what? Let me go back. Let me go see. I've been seeing them say really good things. We've been working on this. We've been working on that. We're bringing this in. You know, stuff like that. And so it was okay. Let me see what you've done. Let me go experience it. Is Palia worth playing? I think that's the bigger question. Is Palia worth playing now? And I do have to say, yes. Um, like, if you were one of the original beta players, you may not find, you know, some of the things here. They've added in stuff. They've improved the player experience, is what I'd say, is how I describe it. The player experience is much better now than what it was back in the early days of Palia. When I was playing, you know, when I initially played it and was making, you know, making quite a few videos, really enjoying it. You know, like, I can now, when I remember where the jump button is, I love, like, if you see me in other games where I am playing, I'm jumping, I like jumping and spinning and doing stuff like that. So, yeah, that part, very similar. They've added in new features, and I'm going to kind of go to this the area as well. What I like. Um, so some things that I've come across that it's like, ooh, this is really cool. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. You know, where you're kind of going like, ooh, they they did some good work here. They did some good work there. I always keep trying to hit left stick to run, to sprint. No, left stick is not sprint in this game still. It's on my X. I use the Xbox controller. It's Y. Really kind of. Sometimes it gets me. Because controller support isn't 100% in the game, sometimes there's points where I have to shift servers. Or basically exit one area, go back and go into another area. Is what kind of how they call it, shifting. Basically, you have to shift areas, and at that point, your control settings will sometimes come back. Because there's points where I've hit the sprint button and just not sprinted. So.
Always nice to see you around.
She's trying to hook her brother up with the stylus gel. So, but as you can see, like, um,
Can't wait to chat again.
so, like, communicating with characters still runs the exact same. You know, your mission board, um, you can bring up the map real easily. You know, you can shift between looking at your tools, the accomplishments. So this is where I got kind of annoyed with it, you could say, was because, like, I was just doing so many of these accomplishments that, like, I wasn't enjoying the game at the time. Like, it didn't seem like there was enough. But then, you know, you still have your daily gifts, weekly wants. You can friendship level, romance level, you know, those still there. So all these work the same. You still have the cash shop where they do, you know, highlight certain outfits and whatnot. Um, they've added, you know, see, it just popped up there. Controller support in progress. Just so that people are aware that, you know, You can play on controller, it's just not 100% there for PCs, my guess. You know, the gliders have added stuff. You know, so they made the cash shop. From my understanding, they've made adjustments to the cash shop. You could skin your tools. Currency store there. So they did kind of adjust up the currency store, from my understanding. So the cash shop's still there, still kind of runs the same. But let me go to Zeki's store. This is something else I found while I was doing it. Just kind of running around doing stuff. Is I gotta go back in here. And then you go down in here. This was very different for me. Like, they changed up the underground marketplace. And the first time I walked in here, I was like, oh, what the... So you got this, kind of looks the same. And then, boom, you have this huge underground marketplace. And where there was nothing here before, there's stuff here. And you've got spin the wheel, you know, you gotta have 2 prize wheel coins for that. I think these are effects by, oh yeah, by the Seafoam outfit there. But outfits have effects to them. There's these games here. I don't see any of them working right now. I played this one earlier. It was like a match 3 game. Don't know how you get it going. I don't know how you get one going or whatnot, but there's different games as well. There's the tower. I was trying to do that one where it's a jumping puzzle. You have a fishing pond in here now. I guess when I was looking at chat earlier, they said you could bring stuff up. You have this heavy metal chopper. I just died. I'm not good at heavy metal chopper, I guess. Oh, this was in Zeki's house before. I keep hitting the wrong button. Keep exiting from the game. I'm doing terrible at this. Somehow I died. I got 1 point. Woohoo! I was in Zeki's house. That's pretty cool. But then you have like this area where you can fish now. There's a whole shop. So you have these pre-made foods, but then you have recipe. You had some more recipes. So you know, you can get more recipes and stuff that are available to you now. Still don't know how to do that game. Every time I go to one of them. But, so, like, this space, they've really done some stuff. This was the other one, the tower. This is the other one I was saying I played. It's a jumping puzzle. Guess how far I made it. Not far at all. Why? Because I hate freaking jumping puzzles. But it's pretty cool. Like, I do like what they've done with the game. Things they've added. Things that, you can do. Let's see, like, it's not just jump on blocks. It's jump on beds. Jump on the table. I died earlier because I was jumping on the toilet. And the back of the toilet got in the way. It's like here you got you just got random household items. Like I said, not very good with jumping puzzles, but they've got this if you're a jumping puzzle enthusiast. Come play the jumping puzzle. You know, come challenge me and see who goes further. It'll most likely be you. Tell you that. Oh look, there's a timer. At the top, I never noticed that timer until just barely. I don't know if you got to complete it within a certain amount of time to earn coins or something. Like I said, I haven't finished, so I don't know. There's 20 seconds in. But yeah, that's the jumping puzzle. These are some of the cool things that I noticed that they added since I had last played, 9 months ago. And they're still developing. They're still adding things in. But a lot of this stuff, still works the same. Still, look, you can take a shower. Well, sorta. I didn't know that was there. But, yeah. Oh yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of new stuff here. Gotta have a lucky coin. Some other things that they've added since I last played. That's still kind of scuff. It was scuff, been scuffed the whole time. So since I started in the initial beta stage, but they haven't even hit 1.0. They're still on 0.1 something. They're still in their 0 levels. So, let's see. Some of the other things I've noticed. So one of the other things, like here, I can bring out my weapon. My control here was much better. There's nothing to shoot at, but I got Tao. His interaction was just added when I last played, so you got a surprise for me. We got fur. Thanks, Tao. Much appreciated. I've always wanted a piece of fur. But so when I go in to shoot, I get this crosshair. And the other thing is, if you notice up on the top of my hotbar, on the search bar up here, it tells me that I have an item and where it is. Before, you kind of had to guess. You were playing guessing games on where your items were. So if you took down multiple things. So if I was to go and shoot this guy and then run over here, there's no more Serdux right here. So I can't really demonstrate it. But as you can see, I left my item behind and it told me how to find my item. In fact, it might still show. Probably won't show the other one. I haven't had these yet. These are new. I didn't even know where to get them. I thought I was going to have to buy seeds for them. I don't. I have some green onions now. There's some recipes for it. There's a couple kimchi recipes, I guess, that were added. I put my bow away by pushing left trigger again. Left trigger brings it up. Left trigger. Okay, so here's... So here's an example. I have two items out. I have this one and then this one. It tells me how far. So it shows me here I can run up, grab this one, and then I can see that one on my list. More onions. I wish they could do like a thing where, if you're searching for a certain ingredient or something like that. Where to tell you where to find something specifically. One thing I did notice earlier in the game, and I don't know how often they show up, but one of the wood, I forgot what type of wood it was, because it's the palladium. Um, in fact, this thing's gonna be like popping here in a second. See how there's a big thing? Tells me is I can still see that there's quests open for me in other areas. And so if I go to the map, it also, it used to tell me that there's something else there. Still shows me, I've got quests here. Apparently I still have a quest over there at the Wind Temple. Find your ship, or serve. Earth can repair device. Oh, find documents and so on. Oh, okay. These are things inside the Temple of Gales. I was actually running around in here earlier. Completed it. Like, it was super... Like, I know that the Temple of Fire had its issues when it was released. They had to patch that one really quick. As far as with the Gales, I don't know, because I wasn't playing at the time the Gales came out. But I do have to say, the mechanics in Gales, so much better. Really enjoyed Gales. They definitely put in some work on that one. I don't know if the last temple has been put in yet or not. What are those deer doing? Cernucks? What are those Cernucks doing with each other? But yeah, so this was not an area you could explore and interact with previously. Now it is. And let's go up to the gals. I can show you gals. But so one of the things is like the focus trees. Not focus. The purple glowy ones. Flow trees. The flow trees were individual spawns, random, kind of all over the place. Never, like, and they didn't spawn well. One thing I did run across earlier, like I was saying earlier when I was playing today, was the fact that flow trees now spawn in a grove. So you could have, we had 6 trees in that one. You could have like 5 to 6 trees growing together at one time. And so you go hit them, and then after everybody hits their stuff in the grove, then if you're looking for the answers to this, so you come into this first area, it's red, blue, green. See your egg answer for the Wind Temple. And then they have this really cool mechanic here. So they have like these wind currents, and when you got your glider out, boom, you can now float around the wind currents. Yeah, see these 3 were doing the temple with you. You can go to different areas. There were eggs that you had to collect. There were some no glow bugs, some fish. But yeah, this is the new Wind Temple. Pretty cool. It's got teleporters, which is another thing that they didn't have. So I could teleport here. And this one, teleport me to to the exit. Um, so, you know, they really didn't have those teleporters before. You know, run back to Bahari Bay. You know, transitions are fairly smooth still. Like, a lot of things, they've just been improving and adding in different stuff. So, back to where I said, is Palia worth playing? 9 months later, after not playing for 9 months, um, with the changes that they have gone and done, I would say yes. If you are, you know, if you are someone like me who is, like, as you can see, all my tools are max level. You know, I was just, you know, leveling stuff, leveling jobs, leveling, you know, that's all I was doing. It wasn't as much fun. Um, you know, you still got your focus. Like, you've still got the base pieces of the gameplay. Um, most people were just doing cake parties to get as much cash as they could. Um, your backpack, there's, I think it's 4 more upgrades additional to your backpack. So you can now carry more as a character. Um, but yeah, that's, so like I said, it's kind of your choice, come back or not. Have they improved the game over 9 months? Yes. The game has become much more improved. I still look forward to seeing, you know, when they release, when we hit 1.0, version 1.0, what are they going to do with it at that point? You know, is it going to become even better when, you know, in versions going forward? You know, what other new things are they going to add to the game? What other interesting things are they going to add to the game? You know, stuff like that, where um, they're doing such a good job that, and this being their first one of these, that the things that they're doing well are, they're doing well. The things they're doing good, they're doing well. And some of the things where they could improve, like, I was very annoyed and frustrated that there was no controller support at the beginning. That just kind of chapped my hide. And it didn't seem like it was a priority at that time. But it did come in later. I think it might have become when they put when they put themselves on Steam, you know, when they did that, when they made that choice, they were able to, you know, link in addition. They they started being able to bring in controller support, and so yeah, very happy about when I first saw that I could use my controller, because I'm a controller player. I enjoy controller. You know, I'll do keyboard and mouse when I'm required, but if I got the option, I grew up on consoles. I love my controller. So I'll want that option if I can really take it. Oh, you missed, dude. And I just scared it off. Oops. But, so, oh yeah, I know the last place I want to go. So yeah, there's 2 more places I can just kind of want to stop through. Oh yeah, and one other thing they added, is, you know, you've still got your emote wheel, but I can emote wheel from my controller. Sit down. So you got your, you know, not sure what that is. That's just kind of weird. You have various face covers. Oh. But they have glasses. Not a fan of any of them. But, hats and stuff they've added in. So they've added cosmetic stuff. Outfits. The base outfit set you don't have to spend in the cash shop. I'm gonna just throw that like point blank. You don't have to spend in the cash shop. I've never spent on the cash shop while I've been playing. I've used the defaults. There are some interesting looking outfits, and as you can see, when I tried this one on, it popped up a there's a little circle underneath it apparently. If I change the colors, nothing changes. Um, so some of the outfits have effects tied to them, it looks like. This is one of the older ones, but it looked like a butterfly or fairy. Uh, not even sure what that one's called. Apparently there's hot dog outfit. That's gross. I didn't even look through these outfits, but so some of them have effects to them and whatnot. So the outfits, you know, you still you can still change your outfit and whatnot. Characters is the same. I haven't seen any new characters yet. While I've been running around, I think it'd be very interesting if they I think it'd be very interesting if they introduced new characters. If they introduced a new character to the town or whatnot. Because you could do different things with your characters. But yeah, this is the last place I was heading. Is up here. I want to see if the last one's activated or not. This is where you went to. This is the Night Sky Temple. So once you solve each temple, then you can, you get activation here. I don't think I can look at it because it doesn't. I haven't activated it. But the same thing here as before. I didn't tell you. Storm Seeker. Where do you get that from? Probably when you finish all those stuff. So these are just normal. And then when you completed it, you got a reward. This is the one I completed. This is the one I'm still working on. Fuckers to catch. Gotta find that cicada. See, I don't have any of these, and I don't know what these are. These are new. Were they in the previous one? No, that's interesting. I wonder if I go to the Ember Temple, if there's something that pops up there. I don't know. So like I said, I don't know if this fourth one... I went into this spot where I thought it was. And I didn't see it. It is easier. Characters... So as you can see, characters with quests. So I have the Dr. Reth and find a ship. Characters with requests, with a quest for you, will show up on your hotbar up top. Your navigation bar, as you can see both of them there, and you can kind of point towards them. So that is... I don't remember the feature, but like I said, it's been 9 months, so they might have had it. I don't think they did really have it. It was really rough to figure out where your quest givers were. There's a focus tree. Single. It's like a 3-second chop. Not even worth calling people for. There's still people throwing in chat focus tree. They've actually gotten better because they started using quadrants. It's like if you were here in E4, there was a tree here, you would put small focus tree, E4, medium focus tree. You know, they started calling them out by like that, by grid coordinates. So much better than what we were doing during the beta. Be like, I'm in the mirror fields. This whole area. You know, right above the R for mirror fields. There's 3 R's. Yeah, so calling the coordinates does it narrows you down closer. You kind of still have to kind of go around it within it, but yeah, it's definitely Palia is, if you're new and you've never played it, pick it up, give it a try, test it out. It's a fairly interesting game. You can do it co-op but I've mainly played as single character. There are communities you can set up and join. They kind of, as far as I understand, they give you preference when you hit the servers or whatnot. That you would join with your community members so that you guys could do stuff together. But like a lot of what's going on in here, cake parties seem to be a thing of the past. Because everyone was doing cake parties just to sell crap. Sell as much as they could. Thought there was a thing down here. Not down there. Yes, I'm really bad with the menus and stuff on controller still. Like, I still working on it, but if you could... I wonder if you can customize your controllers. Settings. So invert controller. No, don't want to invert anything. Camera sensitivity. Ape sensitivity, rumble intensity. And then camera assist. Okay. So there's not much you can do. Oh, here you go. You can change. Oh, click L is toggle housing menu. Okay, whatever. Cancel climb, toggle inventory. You know, you have all these controls here. Um, you could specifically set it to equip certain things. Oh, sorry about that. And then there's like various, so you can customize your control settings. But for the most part, like, the buttons themselves don't really, like, it's like playing any game. You just get used to their button layouts. The default layout is not bad. He's headed to his house. So, yeah. And this is kind of my look. Is it worth playing? Is the question as always. And the overarching, everything I've seen, yes, it is, but it's not something I would, like, I'd spent a lot of time playing it initially. Like, I spent several hours. I was almost every day logging in and doing stuff. You really don't need to do it that consistent. Um, like, your crops don't die if you don't log in, because a lot of my crops there were still growing from 9 months ago. So yeah, it is what it is. But ooh, it is worth playing, and it is worth, it. It's not something you have to invest tons of time into. You just spend a little time here and a little time there, and you know, you'll get what you need. My inventory's full, so I can't, like, store all this crap. Need more inventory space. But, yeah. So like I said, yes, it is worth playing. Yes, it is worth checking out if you're new. If you're wondering about it. Oh, they did change this up. I heard from Gina's and Veil of Gales. Sort of Vault of the Gales over in the temple near Tekla's tent. There, if we can get this thing open, we can split loot 90-10. That was the thing I was showing you there. Um, you know, so yeah, controller support. They're doing good with it so far. There's a little hiccups here and there, but not enough for me to like complain. And have they done good things with the game? Yeah, they've added new things. They've updated. They're Sing 6 is doing a good job. So, I do watch for stuff that they have new coming out every so often, and I pay attention. So, um, they have a Twitter account, they have a Discord, but yeah. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this video. Don't forget to do the YouTubes, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see me do some more Palia videos, let me know. I'm sure there's stuff that we could find to do in here for different videos or whatnot. I could probably cover some of the stuff that I've done up to this point, but my older videos for Palia do cover that. So check out the playlist for Palia. And if you want to see some of the other the adventures I got into 9 months ago, originally when I started playing, and yeah, we'll see you next time.